Hello guys, welcome to today's class. I believe that from the first, second and third week, you're able to know how to set up a YouTube channel, properly brand your YouTube channel to look professional, and also knowing the right niche to start venturing on. Today's class, we're going to talk about planning and content creation proper. That's what we're going to be talking about today. Planning and making the content. We'll be looking at planning the content. You need to plan your content properly. You don't just start making a video, except you're just making, you're part of the niche. Even people in the niche of comedy and skit making, they plan their videos. Even those who entertain, they also plan their videos. You don't just randomly make videos. Some of the videos that you can randomly just make could be short videos. But if you're making an actual long form YouTube videos, then you have to properly plan your videos. So we're going to be looking at 3 areas in planning our videos. Number 1 is content strategy. Number 2 is planned content. And number 3 is YouTube reward. So we'll start with the first one, which is content strategy. Now, for content strategy, I have 3 strategies that I use. Number 1 is my content bucket, like bucket you use to fetch water, technically. Number 1 is my content bucket. Number 2 is my hook. And number 3, my headline. So for content bucket, you want to list out some of the things that are going to be in your content bucket list. You might have 3 for the month, or you might have 2 for the month, and you schedule them into and you're going to segment them into two batches. First one, the first 2 weeks of this month, this is going to be on my bucket list. The second, third and fourth week of the month, this is going to be on my bucket list. Let me give you an example. Your content bucket could, be, let's say you're in the finance niche, right? And your content bucket for the first 2 weeks of the month, 2 weeks of the month could be investment tips. You could say, for these 2 weeks, all I'm going to be talking about is investment tips. I'm not going to deviate into telling people how to get rich or how to do this. I'm just going to be giving people investment tips. So your investment tip, you will now start scheduling your content, create your content calendar that will focus on investment tips alone. Let's say for the second, the third and fourth week, you want to talk about where platforms that people can save money, savings. Okay, say you're talking about savings for the third and fourth week. That's your bucket, your content bucket. That's in your content bucket for the month. So all you're going to be talking about for that week and the last week is savings. Savings, savings, savings. Either you talk about it as tips, or you talk about the importance, the benefits, where people can save, how to save. However you want to go about it, that would be in your content calendar. But for your content bucket, these are the 2 things you're going to focus on for the month. Any other thing is not your business for that month. So these help you plan properly. It gives you a roadmap into how your content would be. So you don't just randomly be posting content, you don't know what you're doing. Like for me, this month of July, I have dedicated it for beginners, YouTubers, beginners, people who just want to start their YouTube channel and don't know how to go about it. That's my content bucket. I said July is going to be strictly about creating or starting a YouTube channel for beginners. Journey to monetization for beginners, and that's my content bucket. So your content buckets could be, if you're into like education, it could be on teaching people about let's say current affairs for the first 2 weeks, and then the other one would be technology, teaching people about technology. You're educating them on latest technology and all. So that's your content bucket. Next, we're going to look at hooks. Your hook has to be captivating, it has to be catchy. There's a difference between hooks and headlines. Hook is not your headline. Your hook is your first 3 seconds of your video. As somebody is watching the video, the first 3 seconds of what they hear, that's your hook. And then your headline would be, before they open your video, what they read, that's your headline. Okay, say for example, this video is how, let's say, how to plan and create your content strategy. That's your headline. Then your hook is going to be, planning your content strategy is not magic. It is this, it is that. The first 3 seconds, that's your hook. What hooks your viewers to stay on your video for another 3-4 minutes? Then the next one is content planning. You have to plan your content. And one of the tools that you can use to plan your content properly, you can use Notion and you can also use ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a very good assistant when it comes to things like this. Just tell ChatGPT to plan your content for the next 30 days in this area. You know, you've created your bucket list, sorry, your content bucket, so you know what you're focusing on for the next 2 weeks. So just create a content that is going to, for the next 2 weeks, that will align with that particular, you know, topic on your bucket. So that's just what you need to do for content planning. So it helps you plan your content and not just randomly posting, content without having a particular roadmap that you are following. And lastly, YouTube reward. For content planning, we have scripting, planning your content calendar, and then scripting your content. It's a big deal. You might not see it as anything. You might just be like, oh, what's the big deal? I know what to say. I can just go and start talking. No, you have to have a script. You have to create your content calendar and your content schedule because it guides you. It makes you not lack content even for the next 100 days. You know what to say every single time you put on your camera because you already have a schedule and you also have a script. So it helps you just say things without going off the book, off and on the book. Of course, YouTube rewards consistency. YouTube rewards value. YouTube YouTube knows what you're doing. They are not blind. They see what you do. So if your content does not add value to the YouTube family, then it's not going to be recommended. And if your content is not consistent, maybe you post today and next time you're posting is like in 3 months' time, they're just going to just see your channel as an unserious channel and they are not going to focus on it. So if you want YouTube to focus on your channel, then you must put in the effort to get the reward. Put in the effort of consistency. And if you have a bucket list of content, then you're not going to be short of content. And it will help you want to be, getting motivated to post every time because you know what you're supposed to do. Say for this week, you're talking about investment tips, like 110 investment platforms that people can invest in. You say one today, tomorrow you're saying another one. Because you have a lot on your bucket list, you would want to be creating the content. But if you don't have anything, you're short of content, then you might not have the zeal or motivation to create content. With this, we've come to the end of today's class. Just like you did in previous classes, give me your action tasks for the week. Let me know your content. Create a content bucket. Give me your hooks, give me your headlines, and also your content strategy for the next 30 days. Your content plan your content for the next 30 days, and that is going to include your content calendar, content ideas, and topics, and also your scripts. I'll see you guys in the next class. Bye.